Y'all. I wanted to come on and tell you a little bit about who I am, where I came from. um, Born and raised in Taunton, Massachusetts, and I lived there for the first 38 years of my life. I raised my two boys there. I was a teen mom. I had my first son when I was 15 and my second when I was 18. Married when I was 18. Divorced by the time I was 28, and raised my boys on my own. And it was never easy. I struggled a lot. I gave them everything I could. There wasn't much that they went without. Thankfully for family, they were able to kind of supplement what I wasn't able to provide, but I always provided a roof over their heads, food on the table, and sacrificed my time for going to work. So I didn't get a lot of time with them, but they went without some things, some luxury items, if you will, hand-me-downs versus new clothes, and I never ever dreamed. People are like, Jess, you get to live that life because you have grown children. No, I live this life because I made things happen. I made changes in my life. That means that I made sacrifices in my life. And that means that sometimes you have to go without things in order to get the things that you need. That song, you can't always get what you want, but you get what you need. That rings true. I did not always have everything I wanted, and I did not want to be a single mother. I did not want to be divorced. I did not want to go without things. I did not want to tell my children that, we couldn't go on vacation. But guess what? I did. And those sacrifices means that I was able to give them what they needed, and what I needed. And I still don't clothes shop for myself because I didn't know what it was like to do so. I don't love shopping anyway. If you know me, you know that I am all about really nice broken in t-shirts and yoga pants. This shirt is horrendous. It's so old. And my sister sees this, she's going to be like, what? You still have that shirt? I got this shirt when I moved up here. I've been here 8 years. And I wear this shirt almost every week, at least once a week. I have another one that's sister shirt, and it's caffeine, chaos, and cuss words, because that's what I got by on for so many years. And I am not being able to live this life because I have grown children. I'm living this life because I've made choices. I've made sacrifices. I've committed to taking a chance on running a business instead of running someone else's dream and building someone else's business. Is every day sunshines and rainbows? No, it's not. But I get to live this life because of the choices I've made. And you can too. You have to have the courage to step out of your comfort zone and do something that is against the norm of getting a job. I get to control when I work, how much money I make. And if that means I need to make more money, that might mean that I have to work more and I have to make more sacrifices. But that's all part of this, this balance, this pendulum that I kind of manage. This past weekend, I had company from Thursday until Sunday. There was very little I did in my business during those days because I don't always get to see my family. And when my family is here, I pour into them. I put my phone down, my business gets put to the side, and I give them everything. And that is what I love about this business. If I had a job, I'd have to have worked Thursday. I probably would have had to work Saturday because, there's not many businesses that are closed on Saturdays anymore, even after COVID. And I didn't want to make those sacrifices anymore. I wanted to make a decision to change my life. So Did I ever dream that I'd live like this when I was struggling and keeping my head barely above water and, literally buying groceries with a credit card in hopes that my paycheck would cover the balance, and if it didn't, then I would just pay a ridiculous amount in interest charges. These days, I have 2 car payments left. I have 0 debt, which means I use a credit card to purchase my items. I get cash back on everything I buy. I refuse to use a credit card that doesn't give me cash back. And I pay that balance off every month, so I don't pay any interest on that. And you can do that too. You don't think that because of where you're at right now means that you can't have those things. You just have to be disciplined and know that you can have the things that you want, the things that you desire, and the things that you need without doing crazy things like getting involved with like some pyramid scheme. My business is very legit. It pays my bills. I pay taxes on it every year. Thank you, IRS. But this is a life you can live too. And I get it. I never, ever, ever thought that I would be able to live off of a home-based business, booking travel for other people, and helping people get started doing the same thing. I literally love being able to support my other agents and helping them gain access to that same income. So listen, I get it. It's not for everybody. Not everybody has the drive that I have. It's not everybody has the time and dedication to give a business. But if you do, or if you want to make changes, I'm here to help you. I'm here to talk to you. And if you're just curious, I'm also here to talk to you. So just remember that just because of where you're at, maybe things are hard. Maybe you're just getting by. Maybe you don't have $200 to get started. But I'll tell you this. If you decide that this is the change that you need, you can do it. And I'm here to show you. No frills, no and ifs or buts about it. I am here to help you, coach you, guide you, and get you to where you want to be if that's what you want to do. Again, I never ever dreamed that this would be the life I lived. I just hoped that life would not be so hard all the time, and that I kept on putting my nose to the grindstone and doing what I needed to do in order to get the things that I needed. So I hope that this motivates you a little bit and helps you make a decision on whether or not you ask me for information and we have a chat. I'm not here to pressure you. I just want you to know that I'm here for you if you need me, and you got this. I hope y'all have a great day.